Okay, I am on my way to 10528 Bermuda Drive in Cory Lake. I just want to give you a little perspective of New Tampa. Starting right here at the exit, I'm about 15 minutes from the property. So just give you a little idea of what New Tampa is about. New Tampa is, they call it New Tampa because it really has been developed in the last 20 years from the 90s on. There is a couple things here in the 80s, but 90s and really especially since the millennium is where this area has developed. If you were to take a left there, you would be heading west. You would go by USF College. You'd be heading towards the ocean, and that's like where New Tampa first started. But on this side, on the right-hand side of the highway, or the east side of the highway, is where 95% of New Tampa, or 90% of New Tampa is. This is where you can see commercial is popping up in this area. It's only continuing to grow. Obviously, the commercial has to come after the residential, or the commercial won't survive. So this is kind of the busy 3-lane road with the commercial up and down it. New Tampa probably has 8 or 9 subdivisions, maybe more, but 8 or 9 major ones anyway, where there's a lot of homes in it. This is a very family-oriented area, a lot of larger homes and good schools. If you go, this is also the most eastern part of Hillsborough County. We're actually really close to County Line Road that goes into Pasco. That's where you have like Wesley Chapel. We won't go that far in this video or in this trip, but we're probably 5-10 minutes from that, from County Line Road and from going into Pasco. Now, once you go into Pasco, or once you go across County Line Road, there is Wiregrass Mall. So there is a mall just 10-15 minutes from this property, and it's Wiregrass Mall. So like I said, there's Best Buy, TGIFs, Panera Bread. So decent restaurants and choices, mostly just chains and stuff like that. If you want to go to the more authentic types of places, that's downtown Tampa. Then there's more variety. There's a Chili's right there. The panting noise in the background, that is my dog Ginger. I took her for the ride, so you can see her back there. So that's what that noise is. And this is me. So right here is Flatwoods Park. So little park for people to spend time, hang out. Richmond Place is next door. These are condos right here, and then back there is all the single-family homes for Richmond Place. Right now it's noontime on Friday. Traffic is pretty light. It does get a little bit heavier around 5 o'clock, but right now we're pretty much cruising at a comfortable space. On our right, I know you're probably looking around and seeing stuff online. This is Hunter's Green. They have some nice homes in there. That's a golf course community, so that's Hunter's Green. Now we're coming up to an intersection. Right now we're on Bruce B. Downs. Bruce B. Downs, it's a very busy road, and there's a lot of communities along this road. But what we're about to do is take a right onto Cross Creek. And that's basically, New Tampa is pretty small. You have Bruce B. Downs and Cross Creek as the 2 main roads for all of New Tampa. Any subdivision is going to be off of one of those 2 roads. And Cory Lake is off of Cross Creek. So that's where we're going to take a turn. If you were to take a left at this intersection, there's West Meadows down there. If you were to go straight, there's Pebble Creek, Live Oaks, Grand Hampton, and then go down this road another 10 minutes and you'll hit the mall. The Wiregrass Mall is down that road. County Line Road is about 4 intersections from right here, and you cross into Pasco County. But we're taking a right onto Cross Creek. Off of Cross Creek, you have another entrance into Hunter's Green that we just passed. There's 2 ways into Hunter's Green. There's Arbor Green, there's Cross Creek, the subdivision, there's Heritage Isles, and there's Cory Lake. So that's what's down here. When you get to the end of this road, and we won't do that in this video, but at the end of this road, there's a back road, I guess you would say, that will take you right to the highway. It'll take you. It's like it takes south. You head south down that road, and it takes you one exit south of where we just, like when we were on the highway, right, and we took this exit. If you take this back road called Morris Bridge Road, you'll come out by the highway, but one exit further south than where we just entered, if that makes any sense. Point I'm trying to make is that from Cory Lake, you can take that back road and get to the highway and avoid all this traffic that or all these commercial areas I showed you. Because that back road has just one traffic light to get all the way to the highway. It's a single lane road, so it's not wide or anything, but the traffic flows because there's no traffic lights. We're pretty close to Cory Lake. About 2 more intersections, 2-3 more intersections, and then I'll show you the entrance into Cory Lake. So I mentioned Hunter's Green just a moment ago. Here's the other entrance. Hunter's Green is pretty large, so depending on where you live in Hunter's Green, you may choose to take one of these 2 exits or entrances. We have a school up here on our right. There's a library on our right. So the commercial is mostly on Bruce B. Downs, not Cross Creek. Cross Creek is mainly just residential. There is a shopping plaza at the very end of this road, right before Morris Bridge. It does have a large grocery store. It's called Publix. That's our major chain in Florida. It's Publix. So there is a Publix, and it's a strip mall with some other stores and stuff of that nature. And then also a little further down, there's another strip mall. It has things like dentists and other things. I really haven't analyzed all the store names, but it is just after Cory. We're going to turn at Cory Lake, but just after Cory Lake is a little strip mall with some stuff. Here's a school right here that's a middle school, Benito. There's some condominiums here. Right here on the right is Arbor Green. Arbor Green is very similar to Hunter's Green. A lot of greenery. I'm not sure if they have a golf course. I know Hunter's Green does have a golf course, but not sure if Arbor Green does. Our next turn here is Cory Lake. There's some more condominiums. And Cory Lake does have 2 entrances. It has this entrance here, and then, as I just mentioned, that utility road, that back road called Morris Bridge, there's another entrance off of Cory Lake, or to Cory Lake. So if you wanted to take that back road to the highway, you can take that exit out of Cory Lake, and you'd be that much quicker to getting to the highway, getting to Tampa, stuff of that nature. So that's pretty convenient that it does that. Cory Lake is my favorite subdivision. It's the priciest subdivision as far as home values go. The entire neighborhood, after you get past the guard gate, it's all pavered roads, which is pretty cool. A lot of the homes here have the Mediterranean Spanish tile roofs, large homes, wide roads, and they have a lot of palm trees. You'll see this is not a neighborhood that has a lot of trees, like regular trees. It's more landscaped with palms and stuff like that. And I need to get my wallet out and get my identification. Now, if you live here, you'll have a fob like this person right here, and you go right through. So real simple if you are a resident. But if you're a visitor like myself, then you have to go through the guard gate. Hold on one second. Hey there.
Hello.
I'm good. I am here to show a property to my client who's out of town.
Okay.
So I'm shooting a video. It's 10528 Bermuda Isle.
10528 Bermuda?
Yep.
pleasure, sir. You have a good day.
You too. Thank you. So you can see now it's all paved roads for the rest of the way. Hold on. Ginger. I had to roll the window down a little bit. She's trying to sniff everything. So this community is very landscaped. HOA, it's about $1,600 a year if there's no CDD bond. If you don't know what a CDD is, I'll explain it briefly. It's basically, it means Community Development District. It's a loan that the community took out with investors to build the community. It's paid back usually over a 30-year period. Every CDD has its own rules. And usually a portion of the CDD is a bond and a portion of it is ongoing maintenance. Most people in here have already paid off their bond and it's just the ongoing maintenance. If the bond has been paid off on this property, then it's about $1,600 a year, 16 and change. If there is a bond remaining, then I'd have to see how much that is and so on and so forth. So you can see wide roads, paved roads, and they have these palms every 50 feet throughout the community. This is like a big circle. There are a lot of homes on the water, and then you can actually have a boat, and it takes you out to a small little ski lake, a natural lake. So that's a nice perk that no other neighborhood has. That's what makes Cory Lake even more special, is just the water access, that you can actually have a boat inland. And you can see some pretty big homes and Spanish tile roofs. There's some beautiful homes in here. There are a couple homes in here up in the millions, but most of them are 250 to 600, most of them. But there are some that, there's one I think that's as much as 3 million. Look how big this one in front of us is. So you can see the mailboxes. Everybody has this mailbox type mount. They let you put whatever you want, probably within reason, on top to just kind of have your own originality. So like they put an angel on theirs, but some people have nothing. So just kind of something fun that you can do if you want to have some originality. They have a dog on theirs. Some people put like a Florida gator on top of it, like the emblem of the Gators. We're almost there. We're 0.2 miles away. You can see this is like a little island, I guess you'd call it. There's no homes on this particular little peninsula of land. It's not a peninsula, but it's a little island of land. But you can see the water and the docks. So all these canals or all these channels of water connect to each other and then take you out to the ski lake. Alright, we're coming up on our turn. We're going to Bermuda. Now there's Bermuda right there, but there's two ways into Bermuda. I guess it's like maybe a U, so we're going to take this one. This is the one that's us. A lot of these roads are actually cul-de-sacs, you know, dead-end roads. You see all the homes with Spanish tile or Mediterranean tile roofs. So we want 10528. It's going to be on our left. It's about 75 degrees here on March 8th. Almost there. 10528. The light colored tile there. Alright, looks like it's this next one on our left. I think that's it right there. I like that one with the stone. Let's see if this is it or not. 105-2A, and I see actually. Oh, looks like there's another showing. That would be my guess. Let me just double check. 105-2A, yeah. Because there's two cars here, I'm assuming that and I saw someone in the pool area. Maybe there's another showing. I hate when they double book. You know, they should give us that window of privacy to look at it. But let me just show you a little bit further here, and then I'll turn around. This one's on the water. You can see the two-story cage on the back of it. Like I said, a lot of these homes, this one's a decent size, but a lot of these homes are pretty massive. There's one neighborhood or one street called Cachet Isle. That is the most premium spot of Cory Lake. That's where the $1 million homes are. Square footage on this house is 3,473, the one that we're going to be looking at. See, there's the little alligator for the Florida Gators right there. Alright, so we'll do a U-turn and we're going to circle back to the property. So the HOA, they take care of all these palms. They take care of, I would imagine, from the sidewalk to the road. I would think that would be something HOA does. They obviously take care of the roads, gated security. This place has a very nice pool. You actually have to get your fingerprints and use your fingerprints for access into the pool. So it's nice for you not to carry a card. But it's not nice for realtors who would like to show it to people. I mean, you can see it, obviously, the pool, but I can't, like, open the gate without a member of the community let me in. Look at that house. That's huge. That might be the clubhouse. I'm not sure. I think it's someone's house, actually. This one's beautiful. Yeah, this is my favorite community personally. Just love all the palms and the wide roads and the tile roads or the paved roads. And these these homes have decent space from each other. It's so hard to get real good space from each other in Florida, but these are decent anyway. I think I just drove by it. My bad. They might have left. Maybe that's why I didn't notice all the cars. Hold on. Do one last U-turn. Apologize. I didn't expect this video to be quite this long. It'd be nice if they've left. All right, 105-28 on our left. See if they're gone. Ginger. Shh. I had the windows open, so the air conditioning went out the window, and now she's hot. No, they are still here. I just missed it last time. So there's the front of the house. This house is built in 2005. 6 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, 2 half baths, pool. It's on almost a half acre. Master on the first floor. Does have a CDD of $21.48, so it looks like the CDD is still being paid off because it should be a little bit less. HOA is $132 a year. 10 days on the market. So, and I have a 12 to 1 appointment. It's 12:18, so I don't know what's going on, but because there's 2 cars, I'm assuming one's a client, one's a realtor. I'll just hang out here for a few more minutes and then I'll just poke my head in. Looks like that's the front door that's even open to the place, right? So, I'll just, yeah, I can see someone coming downstairs right now. All right, well, I'll end this video and I'll shoot, yeah, they're coming out the door right now. And I'll shoot another video shortly. Bye.